If you are looking for one of your friends and you're supposed to walk home from school with them and you don't know where they are, you could always ask their last teacher that they had if they have seen them or something, if you run into that teacher, or you could always see if you could try to ask the office if they know where your friend is. And if they tell you that your friend went home sick from school, even though you're supposed to walk home with her, it's totally okay. That means they're just going home because they got sick and they wanted to get their rest. Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you didn't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and today in this video I have a story time for you guys about the time I was supposed to walk home from school with two of my friends, and we noticed one of my friends was missing, and we went looking for her and we couldn't find her anywhere. And then it turned out that she ended up going home from school sick that day, so we ended up having to walk home from school without her, and we didn't know until towards the end of the day. And this is a story about how we couldn't find my friend at school, even though she was at school that same day, and we were trying to figure out where she was, but then a supervisor had told us that she had gone home sick. Which is fine. I mean, it happens. So this is a story just to teach you guys, if you are supposed to walk home from school with a friend and you don't know where she is, you can always ask the last teacher that they had in case you run into them, that teacher, because then you know where your friend is and stuff, and just so you can also get an idea of how you can walk home without that friend, which is fine. If you walk home with two friends, you can walk home with another friend as a backup plan, and that always does work. So this will be similar to the story about the time that we were supposed to pick up my friend from school, and we didn't know until after a teacher or my mom told us she went home sick, and we had an after-school search party for her at last minute. So if you want to see that story, I will link it in the description box down below. So I'm going to get started, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. And because I won't be using names for safety purposes, we're going to give my friends names and call them Walk Home from School 1 and Walk Home from School 2, because I was walking home from school with both of them. So I think this all started about 20 or 21 years ago. I was in the 7th grade, and I met up with one of my friends who I'm going to call Walk Home from School 1, just because he was walking home from school with me. And I met up with him, and we were talking, and we were going to go wait for my friend who I'm going to call Walk Home from School 2, because she was supposed to walk home from school with us. So we stand there, we wait, and we're like, waiting for her. We're standing around for a bit, and my friend kind of gets impatient because he has to get home before his dad gets home, and I also have to get home before my mom gets home. So my mom or my stepdad at the time gets home. So we were kind of like a little worried because she did not come out of her next class, and she had a science class that was next to my science class. So we both my friend and I had science 6th period, but we were in 2 different classes. So we go to her science class and we ask her teacher if she had seen her, and she said, I don't know where she is. So we leave that class and we're trying to find my friend. We thought she would be in one of the buildings. So we go to one of the buildings and we don't see her. We went to the office to see if she was there, but she wasn't there. And then we're getting kind of worried, and we both my friend walk home from school 1, and I have to get home because we have to get home before our parents get home. And I think his dad was coming home early, so we were kind of making this quick because we were getting kind of worried. Because at that time, I don't think Walk Home from School had a cell phone at the time, just because hers accidentally went through the washing machine by mistake or something. I don't know, but she didn't have a cell phone, so there was no way we could contact her. And plus, I didn't have a cell phone, so I don't think my friend had a cell phone either. So neither of us had cell phones, so we couldn't get a hold of her to figure out where she was. So we did end up running into one of her teachers, and we asked that teacher if she had seen Walk Home from School 1. And the teacher ended up telling us that she ended up going home sick, and my friend and I were like, oh, and we kind of felt bad because we didn't know, we were kind of getting a little irritated, but we didn't know she went home sick. And we, luckily we ran into one of the teachers that had her. And then my friend noticed that she was absent from fourth period because he actually had the same class as her. My friend Walk Home from School 1 noticed Walk Home from School 2 was absent from fourth period because he had the same class as her. And we were like, oh, so we were confused. We just felt bad that she ended up going home sick. And so my friend decides to walk home with me. And we were talking about how we both felt kind of bad that we were on a search party only to find out that our friend went home sick. And then we were hoping that she had got some rest, even though we didn't know until last minute that she went home sick. So she did end up feeling better, I think, a few days later, just because she got the rest she needed, which was a good thing. And I was happy that she got the rest she needed to feel better. So the moral of the story is, if you're waiting for one of your friends and you don't know where they are, you could always just text them to let them know that you're waiting for them and you don't know where they are. But if they text you to let you know that they ended up going home from school early, that's totally fine, because then you can walk in, because if you're required to walk home by your parents with a friend just for safety, you could always walk home with another friend that you trust and stuff. So it's like totally fine. I mean, sometimes it happens, people get sick, but if both your friends are sick and you're not comfortable walking home, you can always call somebody to pick you up, or you can walk home by yourself. And it's totally fine. I mean, sometimes things like happen that are not in our control. So that was the story about how my friend and I had an after-school search party for my friend who ended up actually going home sick. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And like I did say in this video, I have a story about how this happened once before, and if you would like to see the original story, I'll link it down below if you didn't see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post Tuesday through Sunday, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe.